Okay.
Hello, welcome back to Life as Mrs. C. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Ruth and this is
Lydia.
And we have another episode for you today, a very juicy episode today. Ooh, hope you enjoy it. Lydia, what are we talking about today?
Guys.
Okay, sit down, get a cup of tea.
Popcorn.
Yes.
Okay, so we want to share some of the tips. Mm-hmm. Some of them we experienced, and some of them we learned after we went through the process.
Yes,
about how to, gracefully go through the marriage planning process. So we're not talking about the actual planning, but obviously now encompassing everything that comes with you approaching or you heading for your Mr. and Mrs. life.
Yep.
Yeah.
We know how stressful that season can be, and we just felt like, there's certain things that we've learned from that time on reflection that would be good to share.
Yeah. And I'm one of those people who wasn't stressed really.
Really? I was stressed, girl, and I wish I knew some of these points before. I think that would have definitely helped. I was stressed.
I was stressed 2-3 days before the wedding. That's when I had like major stress, and I actually I blew off.
Oh.
Yeah. I did blow off on one. You should have seen my mom. She was there. Lydia, we are 3 days. Just calm down. Look. See where we've come from. We are almost there, my child. I was just like, Mama, I don't care. I can't. I think she never saw me like that. I was pretty calm most of it.
Oh, that's good. Calm. That's really good. That is really good. So we'll start with, we'll share our first point. What is our first point?
Guys, minimizing drama.
Number one.
As we might all know, is that this process is full of drama. But for me, one of the things that I saw that minimized my stress levels was that, first of all, I was very intentional with the people that I brought into my circle. Yeah. To help with the planning. Our wedding didn't have a wedding committee.
Okay.
And it was fantastic.
Oh wow.
Fantabulous.
Vocabulary here.
Fantabulous. Is that such a word? But anyway, just vocabulary. It was lovely. We didn't have any wedding committee. And one of the reasons was we basically planned to do things ourselves. Okay. So yeah. And the other thing was also having conclusive conversations with people. Don't have open-ended conversations.
Give me an example.
Because I'll give an example. Things like when they bring people having a committee where now they discuss your whole wedding process. Where is the money for this coming from? When is the wedding date? Like for me, having 10-15 people seated planning when our wedding day should be is a no-no. Me and Chomba sat, we decided it was 1st of May and it was 1st of May, and we told ourselves whoever thinks they are very important to be there on that day, they will make it. They will come.
Tough decisions. Growing up.
Yes, that's growing up. You just have to make tough decisions because you can't have people.
It's true. You can't have too many voices.
Yes, because
this one will have their own agenda. This one will have their own reasons why they want that day.
Into your home to make decisions. So you just have to learn to say, okay, guys, this is where we are. And I remember, I think Dad had a few concerns about 1st of May, and I just gracefully explained, and he was cool. He respected. He was like, no. You guys are adults, and it looks like everything is under control. That is fine. So you don't go to people saying things like we are thinking of getting married, but when you have too many buts, you're not sure.
Every time you're going, we don't know who the caterer is.
You are opening the door.
We don't know who the cameraman is, but we don't know what colors we have. We don't know who's going to be the decor person.
You are opening the door.
Yeah.
There will be this one deciding, and one thing you need to realize is that there are also some people wanting to live the dream through you. They have a business they want to sponsor, to promote. So So you need to be careful, because you'll be like, oh, you don't have somebody who is there. No, don't worry. I have this friend of mine, who is capable of doing this and doing that. And don't worry, they won't even charge us much.
And then but now that
day, then you find this person doesn't even show up.
Oh, okay. The other drama there. No, but I agree. You have too many voices, which means it just makes it so hard to make a decision. Because then now you have so many cameramen, men or women to choose from. You have so many decor people to choose from. You're like, okay, who do I pick? This one has their own agenda. This one has their own agenda. And then now you're like, okay,
it's good to write up a plan.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't really take credit for it. Like, Chumba is super organized. He had written like our wedding plan, whatever, in a spreadsheet.
Okay, that's
so
really
and
good.
We had timelines on when to execute
different things.
So like different things. So we had reviews and check like, okay, this is ticked off, it's done. This is ticked off, it's done. So like we didn't really need like a lot of extended kind of help.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying we don't need help in one way or another.
We always need help.
Might need help.
We need help.
But it's the sort of help that you need. If you're one of those people who thinks, I want to get married, but my aunties and uncles are going to sort it out for me, well, you should also be ready to take their suggestions into consideration.
Yep.
Then you start now saying,
it's my day.
You've made it their wedding by wanting their money.
Minimizing drama. That's true. Another way to minimize drama is picking your battles.
Exactly.
There is going to be drama, which is why we said minimize. Well, there's a high chance there's going to be drama, which is why we said minimizing drama. So pick your battles. It's not everything you need to be fighting for.
Yeah.
It's not everything you need to give a voice to. It's not everything you need to pay attention to.
Precisely.
Is this really important?
Yeah.
Is this challenge that's coming my way? Do I really need to deal with it? Because you're only one person, and you and your partner are only one person. And you know what? Bringing too many battles to fight, it's also opening an opportunity for you and your partner to fight.
Yeah.
So some things you can just close the door before it even gets to your other half. You can be like, you know what? No. This drama.
This is not.
No, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I've got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it there because there's just so much.
And I think it's really good that you've talked about picking batters, and you've talked about you have bigger fish to fry. And how do you know what is bigger fish to fry? You as the couple, need to sit down and say, what is it that is important to us? Okay, what is it that matters? You list them, and then you list the things that are wants. Okay, if let's say somebody tempers with I don't even want to talk about the wedding reception, like let's leave it. If people temper with like some choice that you have, okay, let's say maybe food, you have to ask yourself, okay, what's the most important thing at this point? People eat. If the food is not nice, like guys, people at every wedding, they still talk.
There's someone who's gonna complain. Nobody's gonna be like, there's always someone.
So you tell yourself like, nah, you know what? There's just have a list of what's important and what is not important. Then that sort of helps you.
No, definitely, because I think there's other things where sometimes someone will come and be like, no, you can't have a wedding without this. What do you mean I can't have a wedding without this? There's no wedding without this. Whatever example it is, there is no wedding without this. And you're like, well, yes, there is. But the way they've come to you is you need this. And you're thinking, okay.
Sometimes that stresses you, Yeah, because you haven't been a bride before, you haven't been a groom before, and you're thinking, probably I should. And there you are, stressing yourself that you need it.
Actually, no, you can have a wedding without that. It's okay. It's actually okay. And who you listen
even
to.
Food, you know what? Like, it's not really necessary that we should have a buffet. We can actually have just a scone and a drink at the wedding. Probably somebody saying, they didn't have that. It's possible.
No, but it is. It's because we have set certain standards and we have certain predisposed ideas of how a wedding looks like. My napkins need to be like this. My flowers need to look like this. My dress, my hair. No, the cutlery. No. It has to be. You have so many things.
You won't dream about those things after you get married. You have other bigger problems to work on.
That's true. All right, that's one done. What's the next one?
Let's move on. this one I have named it or titled it as be attentive / observant. Don't let your emotions take over.
Yeah, that's a mouthful. Okay, yes. Repeat it. Let's listen.
Be attentive.
Yeah.
/ observant.
Yeah.
Don't let your emotions take over.
That's super good.
Yeah. What do I mean? You know, the wedding process exposes people. Okay, it exposes personalities, characters.
It's an opportunity.
It's one opportunity where you see people who are very bossy.
Absolutely.
People who are humble,
controlling,
and people who are very controlling.
People who are genuinely there for you,
yes,
for who you
exactly.
Who genuinely care about you and your well-being. You get to see people's colors are, you know, I don't know, illuminated, whatever it is, but you know, it's an opportunity where you get to see a lot.
And then there are those in sheep's clothing. I didn't want to use the but
you get to see a lot. You do. So be observant, and it's not just of other people, but yourself as well, your partner as well, the family you're marrying into, the family he's marrying into.
Yes.
You get to, everything is just laid out there.
Yeah.
Weddings can expose people, so use it as an opportunity to learn.
Yeah, it gives you an opportunity to learn about people's personality. Mind you, you never know. Probably some people, the last time you see them is at your wedding, the next time you see them is when they come to your home.
Yeah.
And then what do? And I can imagine this is the person who got on your last nerve, and you're just thinking, bye, sir. So, you know, but I honestly thought, when I look back, and I wished I learned quite a lot, and what made me realize this thing about being attentive, I remember when sometimes like drama was going to start. Yeah. And honestly, I'll just brag about my family. Okay, Ru. My parents, my aunties, my uncles. Like my family is just powerful. They kept me calm. And I remember my mom saying, Lydia, I want people to know that you come from a home where there are people. Like for mom, that was her overall goal. She just said, I want them to know that you come from a place where there are people. And basically you have people that tell you that, Lydia, here you're doing something wrong, Lydia, here you're doing something right. And that kept me in check. And that point when my mom said, I didn't really understand, but afterwards I was like, you know what, I actually got to know people, and there are some people I brought close to me who I thought, like, you know, had my best interest, but when I saw the way they were dealing with things, I'm like, I think it was a mistake, and I had to live with that mistake. You know, where you can't even tell somebody to say, okay, I think I don't want you to be part of the process anymore. It's too late. Then you just have to live with it.
You learn and you move on.
It's a decision that you've made, so you have to take responsibility for the decisions that you have made. So like wedding process, don't always be letting your temper take over. Because you know, the thing is, when you are talking too much, you miss opportunity to listen. Okay. So you have to be observant. You know, even in meetings when people are talking, I did a lot of observing, because I also realized that some people who are helping us in the process had no idea who Lydia was. They had a certain perception about me, and
it's
they
the wedding that attracted them, rather than, you know, there's gonna be a wedding rather than Lydia is getting married.
It's a wedding.
There's a wedding.
There are people who just want to be part of a wedding. Like the wedding is just exciting. It's an exciting thing to be a part of, and for sure it is exciting. But I would say people like that you have to be also wary of, because I feel like they bring confusion.
They can bring confusion. They can bring confusion. And in regards to being not allowing your emotions take over, I think one way of being attentive, one way of not allowing your emotions to take over is setting aside some time for yourself, because the process is so busy. There's so much going on. If you don't need to call the flower person, if you don't need to check on the internet if the suits have arrived, if you don't need to check this, if you get so busy, you're just walking through the motions, not really giving yourself time to reflect, okay, what's going on. And I mean time for yourself. I don't mean time with you and your spouse. I mean you and your spouse.
Fiancé.
Fiancé. Oh, spouse is like, my bad. used to say, okay, you and your husband to be, time for yourself personally. As a man, I would still recommend it. And I think my husband would agree. And as me, myself, as a woman, I would still recommend it, because that time I get to reflect on who my husband is. I'm like, okay, so this is how we handle drama. This is how we handle when there's confusion. At that time, is when I get to pray and go before the Lord. I'm like, Lord, help me make a wise decision. This person is saying this. I respect them, but actually, I don't think I agree with what they're saying, but I respect them. How do I approach them in a respectful way?
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, you are the ones who are getting married, but sometimes... Other people.
I know.
Other people.
I know.
Other people.
and I think, it all starts from the wedding process. I feel like from the wedding process, you need to know when you have to stand up for one another.
Yes.
It starts from there. If you let people walk all over you during that time, just know that your marriage, people will be free. They will be coming in.
Then you have to now start trying to set new boundaries.
Yes.
And there are times you do allow people a little bit of leeway, because you know that as soon as you say I do, the door is closed.
Yes.
Because sometimes you need to manage drama.
You have to set, middle ground. And we are not saying that, no, you can't let people, but you need to draw a line, a vivid line. Your line shouldn't be faint. When the line is faint, people will be like, is there a line there? No, let's go. You need to have a vivid line where people know that here, no. Because you know what? We need to be realistic. Some of us might come from families where people don't know that actually families draw lines, I'm privileged to have come from such a home.
Oh, that's wonderful.
My parents knew like, okay, there's a line there. That line we don't cross.
We don't cross.
So I didn't really have that much drama there. But I think the
my drama was different drama. But my drama, so it's not related to this. It's just drama.
It's just drama. With that one, we are still healing. So let's relax.
And it's okay. I've learned. It's allowed me to observe people and learn about different people. And it's just been, it was a process. And I thank God for allowing me to come out of it. And I do wish that I'd spent more time by myself, just reflecting on what was going on, and so that when I made decisions, there were decisions made when I'm not too confused. Too much is going on in my head.
It's also, like during this time, still investing your time with the Lord. I think sometimes it becomes so busy, and then you're so busy to read your Bible, you're so busy to have your quiet time. You need to have time.
You need that time.
For that. Guys, as you can see, this topic
it's heavy.
It's heavy. Like we can go on and on, but we need to stop.
We'll leave it there.
We'll leave it there. It was quite some venting.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed it, because we sure did.
And thank you for listening.
Yes.
To us, really.
Yes. So before you go, don't forget to subscribe and
hit the notification button.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Until next time.
Bye-bye.